Well, welcome everybody. Today is Friday the 13th, yay, 2020. This is President's Council. For those of you who are new and joining, my name is Janine Fausto. I am the current current President Council President. On this recording, I have is also our VP, Vito Labella. Our recording secretary, Daniela, has left the PTA, so we're in need of a recording secretary. Diana Brogan from PS 185, I'm gonna say IS for myself, is currently our treasurer. For those of us who had not, most of us should have had elections. I have been elected back in as my PTA president at PSIS 104. This will be my last year. As I said, this is an informal meeting to give everybody any other updated information that's going on. With that said, let me just do it my notes. I have them, don't mind me. Oh, here we go. I'm going to, before I say my announcements, I'm going to let Mr. Chin talk on behalf of our superintendent, interim acting, Dr. Joe O'Brien. Mr. Chin?
Okay, hi, welcome. Good afternoon, everybody. A few things that I know that popped up today on the news, and I'm sure everybody's worried about that, is that the chancellor's warning that if we get to sleep, we're at 2.6% infection rate, and the mayor is saying that if we reach 3%, we're going to be shutting down schools. So a lot of concerns are with that. The DOE, there's a lot of devices that finally are starting to be delivered. They ordered 100,000 and now they extra iPads, and there's a lot of issues with students still needing them and everything. It was just trying to get them first. They finally got them, and they're gonna be formatting them and sending it out to the schools for distribution to those students who have requested for it. Also, Mark Moses, who was the Family Leadership Liaison Coordinator for High School Superintendent Prayer, he's going to have an SLT training next Thursday, November 19th at 5 to 7 p.m. I've already sent the link out to all the principals. SLT training is going to be 2 hours that you could get reimbursed for remuneration. And it's nice to have it early in the year. Most of the times it's been too late in the year. So I'm going to send Janine, the President's Council Executive Board, the link to it, and then they can forward it to all the PTA presidents. But like I said, all the principals got that link already. I told them to send it out to all SLT members. I know all PTA presidents are a core member of the SLT, so I'm going to send it separately to Janine. Okay, that's it for now.
That's it? Okay.
That's it. Yes, thank you.
Okay, very good.
I just have a quick question about the iPads.
Yes.
So they're going to go directly to the schools themselves?
That's what it is planned for now. The school is double checking their list to see how many they need, and they have to forward that list to Central, and it's going to be delivered to the schools, but hopefully the schools will still be open for them to be distributed.
Okay, thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have any questions for Mr. Chin at this moment? Now is the time. No? Okay. With that said, I am going to take a roll call. The reason for the roll call is to see who's here, who is not here, which schools are missing in our district, who needs to still have an expedited election. So we're going to begin. Is PSIS 30 here? Is PS 48? IS 62, Ditmas. PS 69. I'm from PSIS 104. PS 105.
You forgot 102.
Oh, 102. I'm so sorry. How did I do that? You know what? Oh my goodness, I did. I'm so sorry. Because you know what? It's not on my list because their paperwork didn't go in when Sylvia did this. So I have to make sure. Yeah. I'm sorry, 102. I know 102 is here. 104, 105, PS 112. PS 127. PS 164. PS 170. PS 176.
Hi, I'm from 176.
Hi and welcome. How are you?
Good.
Very good. PS 179. PS 180.
Hi, I'm from PS 180.
Nice to welcome Miriam. Nice to join us.
Thank you.
PS 185.
That's me.
Hello, Diana. How are you, dear?
Good. Thank
IS 187.
Present.
186.
Oh, 186. See, 186 is not. Oh, I'm sorry. Danielle.
That's okay.
Where are
Hi,
you?
I'm here.
Hi.
Hello.
Good.
Hi.
And
Hi,
you're from-
Maria.
All right, hold on. What school are you from?
Co-president
186.
at PS 186, Maria Espinoza and Daniela Manna.
Okay. Yeah, Danielle, I know you. It's the other one I don't know. All right. You guys,
Maria.
I know you guys held your elections, but you didn't turn in your paperwork.
It should have went in.
Well, then I'll double check with Sylvia. That's why I'm making this roll call, because I want to make sure we're all on the same even playing field here. But I will
Okay,
check. Thank you, Danielle.
thank you.
You're welcome, dear. All right, PS 192. PS 200. IS 201, Diker Heights.
Here.
Excellent. Edward Shallow, 227.
I'm here, Francisca Delgado.
Oh, welcome.
Thank you.
All right. PS 229, Diker.
I'm here. Jamie's having trouble getting on.
Oh, what's the matter?
I don't know. I actually had a little trouble getting on too, but
Really? Okay, that we need to know that. Okay.
she's been trying to get in.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Vito, you got that?
There's no one in the waiting room. I was having trouble. I'm having connectivity issues myself.
Okay.
Bill Chin was, so maybe it's the rain.
Okay. So we'll just be patient, everybody. We'll get there. We'll get it done.
But there's nobody in the waiting room. If you can text her and see if she
Yeah.
wants to call in.
Call in,
You
right?
can
Yeah.
try calling in.
All right. Hold on a second. Why are we arguing right now? All right. PS 247. William McKinley. IS 259.
Here.
Okay. 310. 503. PS 503. PS 506. No. Okay. 682.
Here.
Okay, welcome.
Thanks.
748. 936. This is your new school.
Hi, yep. I'm one of the co-presidents. I'm here.
Okay, nice to see you.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix
Okay.
the camera and I am having a little bit of a problem right now,
That's
but I will
right.
fix it.
We welcome you.
Thank you.
And 939.
I'm 9:30.
I see 939. I see you. Hi, how are
Hey,
you?
we're both here. Hey.
All right, good, perfect. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome. Okay, yes. So welcome to our group, 936 and 939, the newest additions, yay, to the District 20 family.
Excuse me. Do
Yes.
you call PS 160?
160, you guys, you're on my list here. Did you put your paperwork in? Your certification letter? No.
Annalisa, you copy as 60. So I got it.
Okay, 160, I have to, okay.
Yeah.
Can you put your name into the chat?
Okay,
Excellent.
thank you.
No problem. With that said, so that was 160. Is 163 here? No. Is 205 here? Or 506? No. Okay. Okay, so with the roll call taken, there are some schools that are missing that we have to reach out to. There are some schools that still, PS 264 still needs an expedited election. I don't know if these other schools need an election. I will reach out to them. We will be holding the President's Council will be holding our election December the 18th at 3 o'clock. That gives us ample time to make sure every school in the district has held their elections, that their paperwork has been turned into the district office. We want to give everybody a fair shake if anybody wants to run for this position. The positions that will be open will be president, vice president, recording secretary, and treasurer. So it's something to everybody to think about. With that said, I'm going to open the floor for your questions, comments, or concerns. Don't touch my melon, you bitch. I've been loyal to you. You go to me first.
Janine,
Yes, darling.
I would just remind everyone who has co-presidents that
Yes.
need to designate one voting member in particular who's going to be the one to participate in the election. So even if you have co-presidents, one of you has to be the official president council designee, and you will be the person who will vote on anything that's voted for, starting with the elections
Right.
from the get-go.
Very
We
good.
have
Thank-
that at 9:36, and it's actually Stefan Klein, who is not in today, but we've designated, he will be voting for us, for sure.
Okay.
Is that in our paperwork already to you, Janine? I mean, I think we called it all out when we had our elections. Is there something else that you need from us?
Oh, I'm sorry, what school is this
I'm
again?
sorry, at 9:36?
No, you guys are fine.
Okay, great.
We're fine. You just have
Okay.
to determine, you guys just have to determine who's going to represent you at the meetings.
Yep,
That's it. Same with 939 is one. The only ones that have to decide is 936, 682, Diker, 69,
Janine, which Diker?
Diker, hold on. 229
Okay.
has the president and a co-president.
682 here, I will be the designated.
You are, okay.
Person,
You are,
yes.
okay. So you
Sandy
are
Chung Wu from 682 touts.
perfect.
For
Okay.
229, it's going to be Jamie.
Jamie from 229. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Let's see who else. There was somebody else. PS 69? No.
NPS 186.
And 186. 186
need
is
to-
representing you guys.
Um,
Daniela, you doing or is your?
I think Maria's going to be taking unless she has any objections, but she will be voting.
So Maria's going to be your designee
Yes.
from 186. Okay.
Yeah,
Very
Maria.
good.
Thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? I think that's everyone. Yes, that is everybody that has a co-president. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I am not even paying attention. My bad. I'm just getting used to this, and it's since Vito's having issues, he made me one of the co-hosts, and I had to admit somebody. Is there anybody that I missed that didn't get admitted? Please let me know. Anybody? Let's see. What parent-teacher conferences are on Thursday? For what? For what school? Jennifer Jensen. What's the parent-teacher?
229.
Oh, for junior high.
Yeah, we alternate between using the elementary and the middle school calendar.
All right. Okay. I wonder if Mark Moses is aware of that. Okay. All right. I have to let him know that because I know we've had hours, but we are K to 8, so we go with the elementary level. We don't go with the junior high. So I will let him know that. Thank you.
I think he
205,
asked-
205, 205, okay. 205, can I just need, is Karen, are you gonna be the designee? Are you the president or co-president? She's gotta answer me.
I'm the president. We don't have a co-president.
Excellent, see, even better. Oh, okay. 160 is May. If I mispronounce your name, please let me know. Okay, hold on. And who else? All right. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Anybody not? And nobody? Everybody's very quiet today. I know it's Friday, but you guys can talk a little. I don't bite, I promise. Is there anybody who's brand new to this who needs things? Anybody brand new president or co-president who needs paperwork or bylaws or anything?
Hi, this is Diana
Hi,
Lafredo.
Diana.
Hi, I'm the president of 127. I'm brand new.
Ah, okay. And you're, okay, what's your first name again?
Diana Lafredo. It's showing under my husband Scott's, I think.
I'm just gonna say that looks kind of, okay. Yes, I am friends with, I don't know if she's your co-president, Gina Shack?
Oh, yes, she's our vice president.
Vice president, okay, yes. Yes, I know Gina. Good luck, you guys.
Thank you.
So you need all the info, right? Or do you have from your previous?
I need all the info. Our previous is out of the school now, and we're brand new. Our whole PTA is kindergarten moms, so we're all treating you.
Yeah, she did inform me of that. I was very proud. That was very good. Yes. All right, we will, please send me your email direct to,
Can't do that thing, bro.
yeah.
I would also, so I'm Christine Bruno from 939. We don't have a previous anything. So if there's something that we need or that we should be looking at.
Yeah, you know about, that's the. Yes.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what we need, everything, I
Janine?
guess.
Yes, who's talking to me?
Me.
Okay.
Bill
Yes,
Chen.
me,
Okay,
yes.
a few years ago, the president's council put together a PTA toolkit. I have a couple of copies of it. I know the two new school needs it. Any of the other schools who may need it, let me know. I will try to make
Okay.
copies of it in our office before they take our
Okay.
copier away.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because nobody's supposed, there's no use for it, so that
Right.
they ended all the leases.
All right, so far.
Give me a number of how many is needed, what schools, and I'll make a whole bunch of it,
Okay,
and
Okay.
and we'll distribute it to the schools somehow, okay?
okay, very good. All right, anybody else out there?
Yes, I have a,
Oh, sorry.
Going,
Stand
Go
and
ahead.
go.
who's going? Yes,
oh, I have a question about updating. We were asked to update our bylaws to include virtual, whatever it is, meetings, votes, all that. And I was wondering
Yes.
if there any templates are going to be distributed.
That's a good question. Now, your bylaws currently say what? What do you have bylaws now in place?
Yes, and I think our bylaws are a variation off of the ones provided by, I think, FACE, or is it maybe part of 660? I'm not sure, but it's, it doesn't deviate too much from what the
Right.
kind of template they gave.
Okay,
But for
So-
meetings,
Right.
it's in-person meeting. We
Sure.
have strict rules about voting and all that. So our school was asked to update. I'm sure everybody has to update their
Of course.
bylaws.
Well, here's a question.
Yeah.
So right now, we're all allowed to do it because we have a waiver from the chancellor to the
Right.
governor all the way on up, right?
right.
Now,
Yeah.
once that waiver expires,
Right.
is this something that we're going to carry on going forward? We're now in
Right.
perpetuity. This is going to be the new normal. I think it would be
Right.
great.
I know.
I would love that, right? We should
Right.
have Zoom meetings. So we
Right.
have, even if we have in-person meetings, we have people joining
Right.
from wherever. We get great participation.
Right,
And the only thing is, when voting is, we have to, the voting thing is always hard, right? It's been hard going this whole fall,
Right.
hard to get that down. But I mean, if that's something, I don't know, we could do unilaterally, or if we
Right.
have to wait to get permission from the chancellor. Bill, do you have any idea?
well, is Christian, are you on with us, Christian?
I'm here.
Hi, can you answer
are
the
you?
question for us? Good afternoon,
Can you
how are
repeat
you?
the question? I'm sorry, I'm in two meetings at once.
That's okay. The
Hi,
question
Christian.
was. the
Hello.
PTA Yeah, hello, how are you? the PTAs want to know, considering our circumstance at this moment, can they update their bylaws to put in virtual meetings, or is there going to be a guidance that's going to come out after December 31st, or how should we? Wait a minute.
I would put that into my bylaws. I haven't heard anything about any guidance, but I would just put it in because I feel like this is going to be our new normal.
Right.
So why not have it in now?
So then we could do it in perpetuity. Going forward, when things are normal a year from now, we should be able to do Zoom meetings.
Definitely.
Wonderful.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So
It seems, if everybody's looking at the chat, it looks like Miss Paulette Healy has put up some information for us. Thank you, Paulette.
Yeah, there's also guides on fundraising. There's the bylaws templates on there. There's also everything you need to set up a new PTA on there as well. So that's the SharePoint that FACE put out for anyone who needs the documents that they need to get started.
it's asking for a sign in. I don't know. There may be a better way to get in there, like maybe an outside link.
No, that's the public SharePoint, unless I mean, I had no problem getting in through my regular personal email.
Okay. Thank you, Paulette.
I could follow up on the bylaws thing.
Yes, please do.
So then Georgia from the new school, she reached out to me about, they had two questions.
Right.
One was insurance. We spoke about this in a meeting last year, a couple of years ago. So most PTAs are probably indemnified by the Department of Education, right? So if someone breaks their leg at a PTO meeting and tries to sue the PTO or the PTA, you know, the DOE will step in and, you know, cover everybody, right? As long as the permit was filed, whatever. However, it is a matter of peace of mind, because you know what? No one likes to get named in a lawsuit, and no one likes to have the idea that this is going to hang over their head until the DOE decides to cover you. So what I had suggested then, I suggested again, is that you get your own insurance, liability insurance that covers the officers. I sent out the link to, I believe I copied Bill and Sylvia, along with Georgia. You know, we use NV Nuvia, I think, something like that, and it's $300 a year, and that covers officers in case of that there's some issue, right? So someone wants to sue Vito Labella, you know what, you inform the insurance company and they'll pick it up until the DOE, and they'll probably work it out with the DOE. Also, bylaws, if you're interested in becoming a nonprofit, a 501c3, and if you're redoing your bylaws, it may be a good idea to redo your bylaws with the intention of using those bylaws for your 501c3. And there's some things you have to put in there about conflict of interest and such. If you're interested in that, if anyone's interested in doing that down the road, it's a multi-year process, then you could email me or contact me, and I have my bylaws, and I'll be happy to let you use that as a template. Anybody have any questions about any of that?
No. At the moment, no.
Good.
Okay. We good? All right.
Well, just to interject, for those who are brand new to the PTA world, in order to become a PTO, you still need to put that up to a vote via your membership. Like, that's not a decision that can be made by the executive board. It needs to be presented at a PTA meeting and needs to be voted by the members of your school.
Right.
The same thing, I learned something doing these new schools. All PTOs, all schools, when they first establish their organization, or parent associations by default, and they have to vote to become a parent-teacher association if they choose to do so.
How did you get there so fast? Okay. Does there anybody else have any questions, comments, or concerns? Everybody's very quiet today. No one has nothing to say?
This is
Yes,
Tamara from the. I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Is there a reason we didn't have a meeting in October?
Yes, the reason why we didn't have a meeting in October is because I pretty much ran myself ragged trying to get everybody into training for elections and to get schools up and running. I apologize for that. The month got away from me faster than I thought. And with my own PTA and DLT and everything else, I just ran out of time. It was my own doing. I apologize for that if that was an inconvenience to anybody. I hope that we can move forward. If for any reason you think that something else should be done, then you shall voice your opinion and do so in the proper manner. Anybody else?
I think we had originally hoped that we were going to be able to have elections by the end of October.
Yes.
And then it was just a much harder road trying to help everybody conduct their virtual elections. And I know Janine, Danielle, and Vito especially were running around to all the new schools and whatnot. And then it looked like we weren't going to be able to anyway at that point. Janine, I don't know, do you want to talk about how the actual election is going to work next month?
If you
for people who are thinking about running for President's Council.
You go right ahead. You go ahead.
So I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think what we're going to do, if you're interested in running for an executive board position, which is president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer, Bill Chin is going to run the election, and he'll be taking nominations that day from the floor.
Correct.
So if you want to run, there's nothing.
Yeah, you could give me you could nominate yourself earlier and just email me.
Okay.
The nomination will be open straight to the day of the election and just prior to the election.
So you want people to email you ahead of time? It's not going to be
because it will help me set up the polling and everything in advance if there's a need for it.
But they don't have to. If we want to make it easier, they don't have to.
It's going to still be open, and we're opening the floor for nominations right before the elections.
Okay.
Will we be sent any of the nomination bids? So for anybody that's interested, because communication between President's Council and all the other PTA has been very lacking for the last couple of months, and we all are going through our own issues within our own school, and it would be helpful if the communication would be way better than it's been.
Okay, can you please clarify what you mean by lacking? Because I've held meetings June, July, August, September. The only month that there was not a meeting was October, and now this is November. So if the miscommunication is lacking, then you need to then I need to know what you mean by that point.
Okay, well, many of us were contacting each other to find out, okay, when October meeting was, did you get a meeting notice? Did you get a meeting notice? And everybody was like, no, they didn't.
No, the only thing I got, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And then for November,
right,
we normally get a 10-day meeting notice, which is what all of us have to do. Right. We didn't get anything about this meeting. I didn't get it till yesterday morning from my parent coordinator.
Well, that seems to be the other issue. Apparently, there is an issue with that as well. I don't know why your parent coordinator. I don't. It was the meeting was not.
We don't have everyone's. We sent out the 10-day notice. We sent out the 10-day notice in time. We don't have everybody's updated emails.
None of us got a 10-day notice. I've been getting notices. The last notice I've ever received was in September, and I've checked with other PTA presidents in the district to see maybe if I didn't get it, maybe they got it, and they could just forward it to me. Maybe there was something that was going on, but they didn't receive it either.
Okay, well here, Tamara, when I took the roll call, and I got this information from Sylvia, because everybody who had elections and had their certification forms sent into district, that's who I have. You and 3 others are not on the list. So
we gave ours in September when we had our meetings. We gave it in to our parent coordinator.
Okay, well, the parent coordinator didn't turn it in.
Well, then you will need to speak to I will speak to her, but she sent it in. She said she sent it to Sylvia. And from what she said and what Sylvia received or didn't receive, I have no idea. I could just check with her. But this is what I'm being told.
Your parent coordinator is still Diane Castagnani, yes?
Yes, she is.
Okay. because that's the list I was going off for the roll call. And if notice some schools were jumping in because they were here and they weren't on my list. So that's why I wanted to make sure and clarify that everybody who's supposed to be in the district and on this meeting is here and present.
So I just want to understand this. I don't think I was on the list because of the
Right.
deadline for the voting and the fact that the parent coordinator sent this in later, I believe. And that's why I probably did not appear. So maybe the same thing happened with a majority of people who didn't get, notice of the meeting.
Right. That's why today I wanted to hold this meeting to make sure that everybody's on the same, that everybody who needs to have their paperwork put in is put in. If anybody needs to have elections, or if they need paperwork or toolkits or how to go forward, that was the whole premise of today. Is there any other questions?
I'm a bit confused, Janine. It's Paulette. Because there were emails that were sent out for July and August and September about the meetings, and we all got them.
Okay.
So the fact that we didn't get an email until 2 days ago for this meeting is very confusing, because we were able to get them in the due time that they were due all the months before. And the fact that there wasn't an October meeting and no notice went out that there was not going to be an October meeting is very, it's disappointing, because there were a lot of PTAs that needed help in October, and having a meeting in October would have been great to kind of circumvent some of the issues that we're seeing right now. So I just want to know, is there a different method that you're using in terms of contacting people at this point? Because there was no, we didn't have a problem getting notices in July and August and September.
The school parent, okay, the SPLIC was down for a while. It got reset, and there was still problems with it for a few weeks in October. I don't know if Christian could verify that also. So all the old information was wiped out and new ones have to be put in, and the system was down for a couple of days or about a week's time. So it's just a time frame area of getting the data in, and Sylvia downloads that and forwarded to Janine. So there may have been some glitches in the system.
Thank you, Mr. Chin.
Well, now we have the new list since everyone has had elections, right? Do we have?
We still got about 4 that doesn't.
There's 4 that still need to have them, yes.
Okay, but in terms of what the current email list is, those 4 should be added, and then we should be good going forward.
Correct.
Well, would it be helpful to have everyone who's here now throw their email in the chat, and then we can screenshot it and make sure that it corresponds with the list that we were sent?
That would sound, that's a wonderful idea. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate it.
Please put
Anybody?
the school you're from as well.
Yes, put the school you're from and your name and your contact, what email we can contact you at. And a quick question. What was I ask? Is anybody there that's not representing a school at this moment? And you're here representing? Who's that? Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat, everybody. I apologize. Okay, very good. All right. Anybody else?
Yes, I have another question.
Sure.
An open question for everybody. I was curious to know if anybody has used the DOE translation services. Yeah, we have, our school recently became a zone school. I think this is maybe the 2nd year that we've become a zone school. So we're seeing a more diverse population and definitely more parents who need various translations. And we saw that at our first PTO meeting. And we understand the DOE has a vendor that is a DOE approved vendor, but it's a kind of like clunky process. You have to give them at least, I think, 2 to 3 week notice.
Yes.
And then even what we're hearing, how they do it is instead of having the parents sign into the main meeting, they sign into a separate meeting and they're listening to the translator who is signed into the main meeting and they're just listening. I think that's how that works. So I was just curious to know. I don't know. And they're kind of pricey is what I've heard. So we're trying to figure out if it's something that we should start to budget for, or if people have found other ways to I don't know, maybe tap into parent volunteers, or just curious to know how people are handling the situation.
Right. Anybody want to take that? Anybody out in the?
Okay, well, I was just on a meeting with parent coordinators just before this one, and it's probably may still been going on. It was with the language access coordinator, and there's a few changes this year. She gave us two, your parent coordinator, Melissa, was at the meeting also.
Perfect. Okay.
She gave us two venues that we could use. One of them is for meetings and one of them is for one-on-one interpretations. So we checked with Melissa on this. The other thing is, yes, it's almost like when we had the PTA election, and that's where it gets very messy. We have to set up a Zoom meeting because of the polling, but then when you have interpretation, they want us to set up like a Microsoft team meeting and have the interpreter call into there and the parents call into there, but they're watching the Zoom meeting with it on mute or something like that. It's not an easy way of doing things. If you have staff who could speak that the language that is needed, they could be paid per session for translating. That may be the cheapest of the ways.
How do you determine how much they're paid per session?
It depends on, I guess, if it's a teacher, if it's a parent, they get paid different pay scale.
Oh, so it's just not something that we have to do. The school can arrange whatever.
If the school has some volunteers, who's willing to work and get paid for it, to do the translation, that's usually the cheapest.
Okay.
Check with Melissa, and the presentation that the language access coordinator provided is available for all the parent coordinators to access. So if any other school has some similar questions, ask your parent coordinator. We could, if they can't find the presentation, every school should have a language access coordinator.
Okay,
half of our schools are the parent coordinators, the other half are some other staff members. Look to see what that is first, and they can access this presentation or talk to Elena Connolly, who was the last language access coordinator for our district.
Great, thank you.
Okay. Hopefully that helped you with your question. If not, reach out to us again and we will help you out.
Yeah.
Anybody else with questions, comments? Is there anybody in the waiting room that I'm not paying attention to? Please let me know.
Yes, I came late.
Hi, how are you?
What are we talking about?
We were talking about translations, about translation for PTA meetings.
Okay.
What's PTA?
What school for you from?
What's PTA?
A PTA? Can I ask who? What school are you guys from? Okay, don't know what that is.
Sandy, also, just so you know, in your Galaxy allocations, there should be a line for translations as well.
Thanks, Paula. In my what? Say that again. In my Galaxy
allocations, it's your school budget. There's always a line for translations. So during SLT or when you're having your executive board meeting, talk to your principal and find out what is allocated, or I can send you the link for what TOUTS is allocated so you can look yourself.
That'd be very helpful. Thanks.
No problem.
It really should be the school's responsibility to provide translation services.
But that's,
Even for the PTA meetings.
Yes.
Yeah, it falls under parent engagement.
Hi, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm PS 16 campus day. I don't talking too much.
Okay.
Yeah. PS 16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
16.
16?
Yeah. Campus 160.
Oh, 160. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's with Mary Chu. Mary Chu's the parent.
Yeah, Mary Chu.
Oh, okay. All right. Do you have a?
Thank
okay.
you, Mr. Chang. Thank you.
All right. Can you Yeah, we need. Okay. All right. I'm confused here.
So did
Yes.
did
Diana,
everyone
yes.
put their email in the chat? I tried to get everything down.
chat's now
so
polluted.
far.
Huh?
The chat's now polluted.
It's all polluted. We can't use it now.
Okay. I had taken screenshots of everything prior to the mess.
The occurrence? Okay, great. All right. Is there anybody who joined us since then that did not give us our information? Please do so now. No, everybody's okay.
What is the email that we should all use to reach out to you in the meantime if a question comes up?
I can give you my personal email if you want.
We'll
Do you wanna
put that in the
put
chat, maybe.
Yeah, what happened?
I could try to put that in the chat.
Can
See
you
if
put
it
that in
comes
the
up.
chat? All right, for those of you who are listening, it's capital F AUSTNERS@AOL.com. All right, Karen's informing us she was not asked for a password. She wouldn't have to be if it was a DOE, correct?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. This is an open meeting. There's no password.
So
It's
then
not,
this
you
is
know, it's
something we
public.
have to, and this is something we have to consider for the next, for next go round.
What we do is we set it up where you have to ask to join.
Right, and some places have passwords, so we're gonna have to figure this out so that from going forward. Has anybody else, Has everybody since this point had virtual meetings since September? Yes, no, maybe?
PTA meetings or executive board?
PTA meetings, both, in
Yes,
general.
everything, every month.
Everything. Is there anybody who's doing any fundraising at the moment? Any issues with that?
No, no issues.
No, no issues. Everybody's good? Okay, perfect.
No, I have an issue.
You have an issue? Speak, darling. You always have an issue. What's your
So
issue? Yes.
we would like to,
ahead.
since we never got to do our auction last year, like most
Yeah.
schools, we would like
Okay.
to do
Yes,
that
okay.
online.
Right.
But where would these funds be deposited? Because I'd like them to go directly into the PTA account, but that doesn't seem possible.
The only way that can be done, and we're looking into it ourselves at 104, and if anybody else out there, I know Diana is she can chime in because her school's already doing it, is Cheddar Up. So
Cheddar Up, right.
Cheddar Up. Diana, where are you?
I'm right here. Yeah. Cheddar Up, it would probably have to be one of the pay subscriptions to be able to do something like an auction. There's a couple of levels. One is about $10 a month. That is the one that we purchased for this year. And you can set up unlimited items in kind of like a store setting. It would take a little figuring out to see how you could turn it into an auction, but
Right.
then you can transfer the funds at your convenience, as often as you like, directly into the bank account.
Right.
We're also researching some specifically online auction platforms that when I have, investigated a little more, I'll be happy to share with everyone. Right now, we haven't found anything that we like so far.
Right.
Do you know how it would work if we have an existing PayPal and the payments would be put through there, but that PayPal account would not be linked to the PTA account and cannot be, right?
I didn't know we were allowed to
Yes,
have
it can.
PayPal.
Yes, it can. McKinley has
Okay.
PayPal.
You have
So there's
PayPal?
102. Yes.
PayPal could be used for getting funds, but it can't be used for paying
For
vendors.
paying.
For paying, okay.
But they did say if you have an online bank account, how you can actually send checks online to pay vendors. They said you could do it that way.
Yes, electronic banking, I think, was
Right.
part of the new rules that you are allowed to do that now.
So, but they said you could use PayPal. PayPal is easy to set up,
Right.
and you could get everything through there.
Okay. Oh, good. Thank you, Tamara.
No, I mean, I know we have the PayPal like already set up, but it has nothing. I mean, my whole problem would be when they're buying into or buying an item. How would I collect those funds? That's my whole problem. I was thinking that it could be somehow linked directly to the PTA account, but
It
that
can.
doesn't seem hard. It can?
No, it can. Yeah, it can. I could
Oh.
actually, if you, I think I saw your email in the chat. What I could do is, I'll email you and we could do a Zoom. I could walk you through how to set all of that up. It's very easy.
Okay, I don't I don't know if and I didn't put it in today's chat unless Maria Espinoza did. She's
I think
also
Maria did, yeah.
okay. So that's fine. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, it's very easy. It doesn't take that long. You just have to make sure you have an EIN number and you should be able to access. It links directly to your bank account.
Oh, that's great. Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, anybody else? Any other concerns? Nobody? No school, new school? Did Christian leave us? Did we lose Christian when we were in that whole little debacle? Yeah, okay. Any other questions? Mr. Chin, anything else?
No, I think that's.
Anyone else?
Hi, I had a question.
Of course. What's up?
127. Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I'm sure this has been discussed.
No, don't say there's no stupid questions. There's no question that can't be asked. So go ahead, go for it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Our PTA has been discussing a lot of fundraising, and we don't have any sort of online platform. So we're trying to figure out a way to collect funds. I was taking notes on Cheddar Up. We've discussed that as well.
Right.
Seems like a great option. But are you allowed to, let's say we wanted to sell T-shirts, our school shirts and things of that nature, are we allowed to still collect cash and hand out T-shirts, or is that something we can't do right now because of COVID and everything?
That's going to be hard. If you collect cash, it has to be deposited in a timely fashion.
And you have to get a receipt for it. And yeah, you have to give.
2 people have to count.
Thank you, Vito. I was there we go.
So is that always, or is that just now?
That's always.
That's always. Okay, so let's say we wanted to sell T-shirts, something like I guess Cheddar Up would be better.
Yes.
Okay.
I would suggest that. That's what we're looking to do as well at 104. I would suggest that. We just did Miss Chocolate, which is an online catalog. There's a couple others out there. I know Miss Stern did Farm Meadows, which apparently was successful. Yeah. Anybody else have any other suggestions? What other things you use for fundraising? 127 is a brand new. Well, it's a brand new as far as they're only kindergarten moms that are on the board. So is there any suggestions for them or anybody else?
Scholastic also does an online fundraiser that's fully online.
Right. But now with Scholastic though, what school I'm sorry, Miriam, where are you from again?
180.
180. Did you get that if you do it online, it's only Scholastic bucks? Is that what I
think that's what she told me. I did
Okay.
see the woman there. She
Which
did.
is fine, yeah, which is still a good thing too. I mean, that's fine. Yeah, Scholastic is another one. Miss Chocolate is. I know Cherrydale's another. Yankee Candle is another.
Midland,
there you go. What else? Anybody else? I know this. I know we're trying to get all these because a lot of the ones that we used to use don't exist anymore, or we have to find different platforms. Anybody else find anything else? Who else? I know everybody who had their galas and have all these gifts and all this lovely stuff that they want to do something with. Who else? Anybody else?
School apparel,
Yes.
we use Smooth.
You use what?
Smooth for school apparel.
Oh, okay. That's a new one to me. Now, what is
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
Oh,
I
I don't know.
didn't-
We've
you
used it
know.
for years.
Oh, all right. Good. Okay. What else? Anybody else?
I have one more question.
Yes, go ahead,
if we're
Sandy, go
just-
for it.
What's everybody doing for school photos?
That is the almost like the elephant in the room question. If everybody has a different response, it would be awesome. We're trying to work it out at 104 and it's becoming difficult, but I know 185 has done it or will do it. Diana?
Yeah, we're set up for next week, so we're hoping that school will still be open because otherwise we're screwed. So we're using Class Act and they're setting up outside for the remote students to come in, and we're making appointment times for them.
Okay.
And then we have like a big open vestibule section in the front of the school where we had planned to take down one cohort at a time, socially distanced. The camera people will have masks and gloves and will not approach the students. There'll be no hair combing this year.
Right.
So we plan to do it that way, but it looks like schools might be closed and that'll be out the window. But
We're-
class,
And you're
we're
doing
also
individual
scheduled.
photos only
Yeah.
or group
No
photos
class.
as well?
Class photos, no class photos.
No class photos.
Yeah,
No class.
McKinley did it. We did our picture day already.
Oh, you did?
McKinley did.
How'd
Okay.
you guys
So-
do it?
And how'd you use and how?
Class act.
And okay.
We had one day for each cohort,
Right.
and then we did 6th, 7th, and 8th. Whoever was in the building, and for remote, we're gonna be using the Class Act app
Oh, okay.
for that. So
Okay.
we're already done.
Oh, that's good.
We also set up picture day with Yearbook Innovations, and we're scheduled for December 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Let's see if it happens. But
Very
we
good.
actually decided to do buyers only and
Okay.
use the 2 gyms for like our cohorts, but do remote afterwards from like 2 to 4.
Oh, that's a good
So-
idea. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
almost like appointment times. So
Okay.
they wouldn't really be in the building with the other students.
Right. I know that Life Touch photographers, if anybody has used them, I've used them in the past. They are strictly virtual. They will, if you want to get in touch with them. I know Class Act is usually the ones most of us use, but Life Touch is another one. I don't know anybody else. If most of
Irving
you
Simon is doing virtual as well. Has
Oh.
anyone done cap and gown by any chance?
That's the other question. I know Class Act told me that due to the fact that they don't have enough for everybody, because we can't switch. We used to be able to switch and that's not doable. So the only way to do it is for us to contact the cap and gown company directly. But then this question is then, okay, how many kids are going to show up? Who's going to pay the senior? Who's going to pay for the money for it? Who's covering the cost? It's becoming a little tricky. If anybody out there has a different situation,
Actually,
Go
you
ahead.
know what we do? And
What do you
just so you could,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Just have some more info. The people that we use, Yearbook Innovation, if
Right.
we're actually, because we get students, every school gets students coming in all
Mhm.
throughout the year. So our 5th graders, normally we're missing whatever, 10 or 15 kids, and we
Mhm.
have to take their pictures. So we do it on a regular background.
Right.
And then they actually put it in the book with the cap and gown. So it looks
Oh.
like as if they have it on. So what you could do,
Oh,
which is an idea, I don't know about the cost, is take regular pictures of all
Okay.
your 5th graders, do it by appointment, and then have the company put on this cap and gown so that they look like they have the cap and gown in the yearbook.
Right. And this is what, Danielle? Yearbook what?
Yearbook Innovations.
Innovations. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's good to know. All right. Anybody
Thank you,
else?
everyone.
Anybody else? No? Everybody, no? Nothing?
We're looking into doing
ahead.
a class act, so renting a restaurant and doing it in a restaurant off school property altogether. But then we
Excuse
would have
us?
to get-
Well,
No,
not
not
everybody-
us, through Class Act.
Oh, yeah.
So Class Act is trying to get a space outside of schools.
Really?
In case, yeah.
You got some
that-
hook.
I mean, that's an option, right? Because
It
what if
is an
schools like
option.
are closed? And what about our remote kids? 187, three quarters of our children are remote.
Right. Yeah,
So
we
that
have.
means we would have to do a Saturday and schedule it maybe 20 minutes apart. And, like you
Right.
said, no class photos, like no
No.
classes. But
Right.
what I thought is maybe they could do some kind of a collage where all of the individual kids could be put in like a little cohort for their classes they would have been with.
Oh, that's a good
Maybe
idea.
do something like that digitally.
Right.
And then the big thing is the 8th graders, right?
Right.
The cap and gown kids. So
Yes, that's a big question.
as things, if that, but that's, this was last week and it was nothing
Right.
definitive. This was just discussion phase.
Right.
So, I mean, it may not happen until the spring.
That's the other, I know, that's the other issue too. Anybody else? No? Okay. Well, if nobody else has any questions or comments or concerns, it is Friday afternoon. Everybody should go enjoy their weekend.
So
I think
Jane,
that was
we have a
fun.
Justin Wang.
Oh,
who
who's
said
that?
I'm sorry, he
thought-
says he's from PS 69
Okay.
and that he didn't receive a link. Justin, are you there? And I don't know if this is
Yes.
legit, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm
so-
here.
Hello. Are you the
Yes.
president?
There's two of them.
Yes.
There's a president and a co-president.
Okay, welcome.
Yes.
Hi, welcome. How are you? Which one are you?
I'm good.
Are you Mandy or are you?
I'm Sai Hua Chen.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Welcome. How are you? How's everything?
Yeah, I didn't get the email, but
That's
I
strange. Yeah,
get
go ahead.
the without the link. I got it without the link, the email.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
strange.
So,
Okay.
so this link is from the PS 160. My friend gave to me, so I can join it.
Okay. So what is your email? Can you put your email into the chat so we have it?
Yeah, I
just saw it in
sent the chat
I got
already.
it.
You saw it, Diana? Thank you.
I got it, yeah.
Okay. And which one is it? You or Mandy? That's going to be the designee.
So me is president, Mandy is co-president.
Excellent. That's what I needed to know. Thank you. All right. Do you have any questions or comments or anything you need us to help you with, or?
No, it's fine.
That's fine?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. Yes, apparently, oh, somebody, the 127 had the same issue. Did everybody else have that issue?
I didn't get a link either.
You didn't get a link either?
I got the email saying that we were going to have it and that the link would be next, and I never got it.
Huh.
Here.
Who said same? Who's
Yeah, I had to
answering?
have it forward to me.
Me too.
Oh, Nishani, really? Okay. All right. Anybody else?
And that came, the link came from Bill Chin's
Bill
email.
Chin, correct. So if anybody, that's why I want to make sure everybody's emails are where they are. So that's why if you haven't put it into your chat, please do so we can keep a good record of who's who and what's what. So this doesn't happen again. Anybody else? All right.
We lost Christian, is that correct?
Yes, well, Christian was between two meetings, so that's not a
Okay.
major surprise.
So I'm wondering,
Yes.
I would like to just have people put their full names.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna let anybody in unless
That's
their
fine.
full names are there.
Okay, perfect. That's
Okay?
fine.
So we'll
Yeah.
start with that, and the open meeting section, I'll get a streaming thing going, and they can
Okay.
view it all they want. But
Very good. Okay.
the next meeting, Bill has to host, because he's got to
Yes. Election.
do
Correct.
election, so I don't know what he'll be able to do that for next meeting. Does
Well,
District 20, does
yeah.
the district itself have a YouTube channel or a Facebook presence yet?
No,
No. Bill's like, no.
I don't think, I'm not sure about Facebook. Sylvia
Right.
maybe has set one up.
Because you could live stream to Facebook. I mean, but I can't do it for you. If you're hosting, then I can't do it, right? So you would have to do it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay. All right.
Bill, do you just
yeah.
want to tell everyone your email for people to send their nominations
Okay.
if they're
Yes,
interested?
thank you, Diana.
Yeah, thanks. I'll put it in the chat. It's WCHIN, the number 1
Right.
at schools.nyc.gov.
Thank you.
Yep. Oh, Bill, quick question. When's our DLT meeting?
Tomorrow. Right. Oh, next week. Next Friday.
Next Friday. Thank you.
NYC.gov. Okay.
I got the link for it. I just didn't get the date. That's why. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right. So let's just recap a little before we let everybody go. Next Thursday, as Bill has said, is a SLT training for anyone who is interested. We will hold elections on December the 18th. 3 o'clock is the time. If you are interested in running, please let Mr. Chin know that you are interested in running. If anyone has any other questions between now and then, you may use my email or Vito's or anybody else's to get a hold of us. In the meantime, we are going to get those schools that are missing to have their elections, to get everybody. So hopefully by the December 18th meeting, now Bill, correct me, are we 41 schools or 43 schools?
41.
We're 41, okay. 41 schools. We're all on the same page. I thank you all for coming. I apologize if communication was lacking. It just is what it is. I appreciate all your time and patience. Enjoy your weekend. Hopefully,
Sorry, Janine,
it will
I'm
be-
sorry.
Yes,
May
go
I
ahead.
ask
What's up?
one last question? This is
Sure.
9:36.
Yes.
So does a recording of this get sent out to the original distribution list? Or is there somewhere, because
We
my
can make it-
co-president couldn't attend today, so
That's
is there a
okay.
way to share it?
You could, Vito, because I know one person, Vito, where are you?
I'm here. So
Yeah.
what,
She wants to share it with her
I heard,
board.
so I only have this now on our Facebook page. So District
Okay.
20 President's Council Facebook page.
Okay.
I'll edit, everyone understands, I'm gonna edit out all that
Yep.
nonsense, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll get all that out, so it may take me a little bit longer. And I'll get that up probably tonight or tomorrow on the Facebook, and I'll send out a link to who's got the really updated email address right now?
Yeah, who does have that? Because I put both of my address and my co-president on the chat, and I don't know, someone said they screen captured it.
Yeah, I'll make a list of the emails from the chat today and send it to Vito.
Okay, maybe we could
Awesome.
cross-reference with Bill and what we have already, and then I'll
Yeah,
send a link, the Facebook link to those to those emails. Now, Facebook is such that anybody who has a Facebook account can view it, but you need to have a Facebook to view it, right? So not members of the general public.
Yeah.
You don't have to join anything.
Right.
It's a public page, but you do have to have a Facebook.
Joanna, you're 939, right? No. Who was just asking that question? 936 or 939?
936, sorry.
That's
Olga?
okay. Olga, okay, because I have to, okay, gotcha. So you're the, okay.
So I'm the
on here-
co-president, but I got the link from our school admin. She forwarded it on to both Stefan and I.
Okay, all right, well, here's my question then.
Yep.
Because on the page that you turned in, you are not the designee.
No, that's Stefan. Yep.
Stefan is, okay,
Uh-huh.
that's what I wanted to make sure. So from this point on, okay, so when it comes time for the meetings, then he's the one that's going to be voting.
Right, correct. That's what I was saying, that we had already established that. He couldn't make it today, so I'm here for him, but he's the one that is
Okay,
voting.
perfect. All right, very good. That's what I just want to make sure. Thank you, Olga.
Sure, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so with that, welcome back to all those who got reelected. Welcome to all the new ones that got elected. And hopefully by the time we meet again in December, everyone will have had their elections and we will move forward. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. See you then.